It's so big ass, how I get that
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in this daggone break room, y'all. Oh boy. All right. Good Sunday morning to each and every one of you all. I hope everybody is feeling good and doing great. And child, welcome back to another episode of the break room. So you guys, I've been off for a few days because I fractured my right big toe. So child, I've been in some pain over here, but I've been trying to get caught up. I know I'm behind, but I'm trying to get caught up with what's going on with the moms that we talk about over here. So we got Tannae, we have Skye, and we have Olivia in the break room. Brenda says, "Screw the Super Bowl. I'll watch Bad Bunny though. This is better to engage. Super Bowl is later on this evening, right? You already ready for the Super Bowl? Child, by the time the Super Bowl air, today is Super Bowl Sunday. Oh, child, I didn't even realize that. Oh, okay. Well, we're not doing any Super Bowl festivities around these parts, okay? And I'll watch the halftime show. I'm glad you told me that, so I'll tune in for the halftime show. Who's doing the halftime show this year? Do you know Brenda? Who's doing the halftime show? Hey, Stylish. You said listen while doing homework. I graduate in 3 months. Congratulations, only. Congratulations. Make sure the clock over time will be added on as well. Right, girl? And exactly. Hey, LaShonda, how are you? So yeah, I didn't know the Super Bowl was today. I forgot. Yeah. So okay, shouts out to the Super Bowl. All right, y'all. So we got if y'all don't know, Olivia moved into her new apartment. Okay, she moved into her new apartment, and we're gonna scurry on over there. She got some situations going on already. She's only day two into the apartment, and sister's already dealing with bugs. She's very vocal about the bug situation. Bad Bunny is performing, but I don't know his music. Yeah, I don't know who's Bad Bunny. Hmm. Huh. I'm gonna have to Google that. I don't know who that is. Maybe I know the song, but don't know that. That's a lot nowadays. I know the song, but I don't know who's performing the song. Um. So that's my thing now with this new music out. The tunes or the beats be catchy or the lyrics be a little catchy, so you find yourself, you know, singing those or humming those. But nowadays, a lot of times, child, you don't even be knowing who half the people because everybody got everybody is a rapper or a R&B or like literally everybody. Good morning, TMR. Happy Sunday. Thank goodness I made it live. You've been coming on wee hours of the morning and I would be asleep. I'm so glad I made it. Not wee hours of the morning. No, not wee hours, sis. Maybe late in the evening. Not wee hours in the morning, sis, because I'm not gonna be up at wee hours in the morning. But I get what you're saying. He's a Puerto Rican performer that raps in Spanish, and it's a it's been a big controversy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm like, well, I don't listen to Spanish rap, so I definitely wouldn't know who that is. Um, you said me neither. That's why I'm not watching. I said, ain't that to catch me outside, girl? Oh, that's bad Barb. Isn't that bad Barb? What's the catch me outside, girl? Bad baby or something. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I know exactly who you're talking about. That's right, Tippy. Okay, okay. Tippy, you're agreeing to Tippy. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's get into what, Team Patriots. Are you going for the Patriots? Who is it? Patriots and who else is in it? Seahawks, right? It's the Seahawks. It's just, is it the Patriots? No, the Patriots. I didn't think I thought it was the Seahawks and who's it? Who else? Is it the Patriots? I thought it was somebody different. You think Cardi will probably come out? Hmm. I guess we'll see. If we tune in, we'll see. If not, you can always catch it on social media if you're not able to tune in. Um Seahawks and so it's Seahawks and Patriots. Okay, the New England Patriots and Seahawks. Okay. I remember back in the day. Y'all remember when they had the when what did they call them? The Parkers. Y'all remember the Parker jackets back way back? Baby, I'm talking back in the 80s. Some of my old dolls in the chat may know them. So y'all remember the Parkers, and they were all NFL, like they were the Seahawks and the Redskins, and the Bears. Y'all remember that? I remember having who did I have? I had two. I had a Seahawks Parker and I had a Redskins one. You remember Trees? Yeah, girl, that's back in the 80s, honey. Yeah, so I had a Seattle Seahawks and a Redskins one. All right, y'all, let's get into it. So we're gonna tackle Skye first. So Skye did a video the other day. She said, "Why I still show my messy life on YouTube." She said, "Why I still show my messy life on YouTube." You had a Raiders one? Yeah, my brother had a Raiders one. He had a Raiders and the Bears. You had a New York Giants. Okay, so a lot of y'all remember the Parkers back in the day. The starter jackets, yeah, the starter jackets. Wasn't the starter jackets the baseball team? No, the starter jackets had both too. Yeah, it was the Parkers and the starter jackets. Okay, stylish, you remember. You had one, two trees. Yeah, honey, we all had them back in the day, baby. We thought we was the ish back in the day, girl. I see a lot of y'all remember that. That was too funny. Would you okay, Arlene? We'll catch you when I finish that. When y'all go to Skye House, I stay in the break room. Y'all so silly. Well, I mean, if y'all feeling that way about Skye, y'all might need to feel that way when we go over to Livia, because Livia got the same problem too, y'all. She over there fighting the roaches too. Okay, and did right, treats. Livia over there fighting the roaches too now, and she very vocal about hers. Okay, so y'all might want to stay for Livia when we go over to Livia, because she got the roaches now too, girl. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I had to take a drink. Hey, Sunrise. I'm in the nail salon getting my pedicure. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Happy Super Bowl Sunday to you, sis. So, Skye did a video the other day, you guys, and y'all know we've been talking about Skye for a minute now on this channel. And apparently Skye wants to do better. She watches other people who lives the life that she wish she was living, but for some reason I don't know. I guess she can't. Well, obviously, y'all, you can't be who you're not. Right? Does that make sense? Um Oh, okay, Grace. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy them. Trust me, honey. They're hard, but I'm glad you enjoy them. So you know what? Let me let Skye talk, and then as she's talking, obviously I'll do my commentary. But I thought it was interesting, so I wanted to share it with y'all. So let's get into it.
Y'all, welcome back to another video. Welcome back. So in this video, I'm just going to do a sit down, straight talk to you guys, okay? People keep telling me I need to clean up my life, my house, before I post on YouTube. But that's actually the reason I keep posting. And if you're a mom who feels embarrassed about how real your life looks, I need you to stay for this. For anybody that's new to my channel, I'm a mom of 7. I go to school, I work, I cook, I clean, And yes, my house gets messy a lot.
She said, I work, I cook, I clean. And do you serve that dang-a-lang? Girl.
Okay? Not because I don't care. Not because I'm lazy. But this is real life for me with 7 kids. I decided to show my real life on YouTube because I know that I'm not the only mom going through this.
Going through what you going through, sis? So technically, Skye has 6 children that she birthed into the world, and she has a stepson, which she's calling out 7.
I'm not the only mom that goes through depression, anxiety, or sometimes I just don't feel like cleaning it up. I mean, every 5 minutes, something's hitting the floor. And no, I'm not about to be walking behind every person in this house.
Skye, we don't expect for you to walk behind every person in that house, and every time something hit the floor, you have to have the broom and the dustpan in every corner of the room to start sweeping and collecting the trash that your children, mind you, not your 1-year-old, your 2-year-old, or your 3-year-old. You have a daughter that just turned 18. You have your youngest biological son is like what, 6? So you have children ranging from the age of about 6 to 18. And then little Bray Bray, I think that's his name. He's what, about 5? The purpose of me saying this is, since you don't have toddlers, you have big, grown, rusty children in your home. So why would you run around every time they drop something on the floor and pick it up? Me personally, that has nothing to do with depression. I do understand there are times where you are in a depressive state and you don't feel like doing anything for yourself or anyone else. That I understand. That I don't think that's not Skye's issue. Skye is a very unkept woman. One reason is she's a pack rat. She'll talk about this here in a minute. Skye accumulates things that she does not need. She buys stuff that Olivia is another person. So when you're constantly buying things that you don't need and start piling ish up on top of the ish that's already there, obviously it's very hard to keep things organized. But when you don't instill in your children how to clean up after themselves, then they're not going to do that. So obviously that will make your life even harder. Here's the thing. If you're not clean, it's more than likely your children are going to model that behavior and they're not going to be clean either. So Skye hasn't disciplined her children to teach them responsibility because Skye at times is irresponsible. So she hasn't taught her children how to clean up after themselves because she don't clean up after herself. So if you don't clean up after yourself, you can't teach anybody else how to do it.
To clean up every mess. And I also, myself, do a lot of shopping, buying a lot of things that I don't really use. But in the end, sometimes I throw away or sell, whichever one comes first.
Okay, again, being wasteful, spending your money irresponsibly. Why buy things that you end up not even wanting or using? Like when you bought those, I don't know, what was it, y'all? The 12 million boxes of gloves. I do understand people may use gloves like to clean their bathroom. I understand people may use gloves when they're cutting up meat, okay? Because a lot of people don't like to touch meat with their bare hands. I understand that. But you don't need 100 boxes of gloves that probably has 500 in them. You don't need that. I don't care if they are 5 cents a box. Buy what you need. Even buying a little over just so you can have for a rainy day, that makes sense. But Skye, Skye not only buys things that she does not need, she also rummages garbage cans in alleyways in the front of people's houses. You know how people put stuff out that they don't want or don't need? You know, there's an old saying, another man's junk is another man's treasure. But a lot of times when people put things outside of their house that they do not want, a lot of times when people take things to the Goodwill, places like that, if they don't want it, it's a reason why they don't want it, because it really ain't worth much. And some people don't like just throwing things away. They would rather, they feel like that's being wasteful. So they'll give things to like a Salvation Army, a Goodwill, a thrift store, just so they can feel like, well, I just didn't throw it away. When a lot of times when you find that them Goodwills and stuff, half that stuff be up in there, should have been thrown away. But Skye is the type of person, she'll look at it and be like, oh, I can do this. I can paint it. I can wash it. I can stain it. And she'll have this ideal. Right, Sanford and Son walk. She'll have this ideal in her head, take it to the house and never do. Anytime you have a mail cart, how many of you guys ever been to the post office? Probably all of you guys at some point in your life have been to the post office. And you'll typically see them either inside the post office or behind the post office. The big old, a lot of times they're like off-white, big old mail carts. Skye has one of those in her house. She uses air quotations for laundry. Seven kids in your house, 6 kids in your house, however many kids in your house. You do not need a big ass mail cart to do laundry. I watch Maze Lee. I think they just had their 9th or 10th child. I've never seen a mail cart in those people's house. Hell, Chrissy, strong mommy Chrissy got 9 kids. I've never seen a mail cart in her house to do laundry. Well, let's be honest. Chrissy's really not a good example because she probably damn near need one. Because I remember one time, strong mama Chrissy did a video. Baby, when I tell you the clothes was literally like a hill. It was like a mountain. It was almost to the ceiling. I was like, God. You know what I'm saying? But do you guys get what I'm saying? You don't need, so why, and let's be honest, more than likely, Skye stole that from a post office. And okay, let me take she stole it, because that's me accusing her of something. I don't have proof of that. I'm just going to assume that you wouldn't find a mail cart at the Goodwill because it's the property of the United States, federal property. I'm just going to assume that she didn't see, she was at a Goodwill and was like, oh, there go a mail cart that used to be at the United States Postal Service. She borrowed it. Thank you, EB. Thank you. I appreciate you, sis. See, thank you for helping me. Sis borrowed it from the post office and forgot to bring it back. You know, just like you let your homegirl borrow your curling irons 3 years ago and that heifer never brought them back. Kind of like that. So this is what I'm talking about. When you have behaviors like that, it's hard. You can't keep yourself clean and organized. So, and that has nothing to do with depression. It to me personally, it's something in you. Like you're just not a clean person. And so because you don't, you say she's just gonna say she stole it, Tiffany. All right. So that's the thing with her. And it's her making excuses. As long as Skye keeps making excuses for her behavior that's very evident, she'll never get better. She'll never get better.
However, how I am feeling at that moment, I might feel like, oh, I just want to throw this out. I'm not going to waste my time trying to sell it. Or I might feel like, hey, somebody else could use this. But
this the same woman that had Tires that belong on a vehicle. This is the same person that had tires that belong on a vehicle in her living room. I don't know if she was using them for end tables or what. I don't know what the purpose of the tires. And I'm not talking about one. She had like 3 or 4 of them sitting in her living room. Tell me. So were you keeping the tires just in case you need one? No, really, y'all. And if you're going to have tires, a spare tire, put them in your garage. Why do you have them in your living room? And so I'm going to be fair. Maybe you don't have a garage. Well, if you don't have a garage and you got these spare tires and you have no room for them, what would be the logical thing to do with them? Let me know in the chat. CC, tell me, what would be the logical thing to do with tires if you have no place to store them? Do you know, Walk? What about you, Brenda? Trees? Anybody? D. Nikki, do you know? I personally, if I had some tires and I'm like, damn, I could use these tires, right? I could use these. But I don't have any room for them. Well, okay, well, you know what? I'm just going to store them in my living room. Put them back. You could put them back. But what if you live in an apartment? What if you don't have a basement and you got an apartment? You said, personally, I wouldn't have all that stuff. Exactly. Keep them in my car. She drives a 7-seater. We seen how Skye keeps her car. There's no room. To me personally, I would get rid of them. I would just get rid of them. If I have nowhere to store them, I'm not going to sit them in my living room. Imagine going over your homegirl house and you come. She said, "Yeah, come on. You not ring the door. Ding dong, ding dong." Your homegirl come to the door and you open up the door. But what if you live in an apartment that don't have storage? Right. Some apartments do, but majority of them, let me say this, there's a lot that don't. So let's just say she lives in one that does not have storage. And you walk in your homegirl's house and be like, "Hey, girl." And you turn to look out the corner of your eye and she got a stack of 4 tires sitting in the corner of the living room. Now, you not nosy, right? But you thinking in your head, sis, why you got tires in your living room? Me personally, I would just get rid of them. I would just get rid of them. I would sell them or whatever. And here's the thing. If I just so happen to need a tire, keep some money in your savings account. So when you do have a situation where you need to go buy a tire, you could just go to your savings account, take the money out and just go buy the damn tire. I said that to say she's a hoarder. So when you have that hoarder mentality, you can't stay clean.
People would call it a hoarding problem. It kind of is. They would also call it like a shopping addiction. It kind of is.
No, we're not, Skye. We're not going to say you have a shopping addiction because you shop for ish that I wouldn't call addictive. Since you're a hoarder, and hoarders shopping addiction are typically for people who have the money to do that. You can't be addicted to shopping if you don't have the coin to do it with. Just like you can't be addicted to gambling if you don't have money to gamble with. How can you? I've heard Skye say that more than once, that she's addicted to shopping, but you got put out of your house and kicked off Section 8 because you wouldn't get them people $400. So Skye, stop saying that you're addicted to shopping. Like, remember you told us you lost your Section 8.
It's mainly when I don't have money at certain times and I want things. So then when I do get money, I buy extra things. But
it's called not used to having anything. So when you don't have money, you don't spend because you can't spend money. But when you do have money, you're excessive with your spending. That's called not used to having anything. That's what that's called, Skye.
this is my life. And a lot of people have told me I shouldn't post my house until it's clean. That it's embarrassing and they don't even live here. That I'm doing too much and that I should fix my life before I record. And I want you to know, hearing that over and over and over again can mess with your head. You know?
Well, sis, we sorry that you are your head getting messed with because people are just like, yikes, girl, what is going on over there? Now, if you were a person who does clean with me's as content, like that's your niche, I guess people would understand. But Skye, the problem is the people who do clean with me's, clean my house with me, clean my kitchen, clean my bathroom, they see the before and the after, right? And the after is obviously better than the before. The problem with you, Skye, it's the before and there's never an after. We never see the final step of your cleaning because you never get to the point where it's finalized. That's the problem, sis. That's why people are saying to you, sis, if you're just nasty because that's you, you don't feel a little way about expressing that to the world that I'm not a clean person. Even if Skye doesn't want to admit it, it's the reason. That's what it is. Has nothing to do with depression, blah, 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 blah. None of that. So here's my thing. What Skye needs to do is own that she is not a clean person. Since you need to own it and monetize it. Just own it. Stop making excuses for something that you're either can't change or not willing to change. Just own it. And because here's the thing, there are a lot of people like Skye in the world, right? There's a lot of people like Skye in the world. Just monetize your nasty house. Like, this how I live, y'all. It is what it is. I mean, look at the Resilient Jenkins over there on TikTok and Facebook. That heifer been living in a hotel for a year, washing clothes in the bathtub. Think about it. Stephanie and Drew over there washing clothes in a bathtub. Now, here's the thing. If I'm living in a hotel and I need to wash clothes and I got kids living in this hotel with me and I ain't got no money and I've been here for like, I don't know, I've been in the hotel for like 3 weeks or so, right? And if I just got to wash some clothes in the tub real quick, I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right? Get it. We get it. But Stephanie and Drew have been living in that hotel damn near a year. There is no excuse why you ain't got money to go to the goddamn laundromat and you don't work. And I'm talking about Stephanie Jenkins from the Resilient Jenkins. If you don't know who I'm talking about, go search them on Facebook or YouTube. And she's washing doo-doo. So Stephanie has this thing where she doesn't use baby wipes. So she uses rags that she buys off Amazon to clean everybody's butt. She says the baby, but it's giving me, everybody in the house using the rags. That's what it's giving to me. And she washes those doo-doo rags in the tub of the hotel. It's the nastiest. But again, Stephanie monetizes that. Skye, that's what you need to do.
Don't get me wrong. There are times I felt the shame. I felt like, why can't I clean like this person? Why can't I have a clean house like this person? Why can't I be somebody else? So many times.
Skye, why? Wait, hold on. Go back. Wait a minute. Go back. Go back. I got to hear that again. I don't think I heard you.
Clean house like this person. Why clean like this person? Why can't I have a clean house like this person? Why can't I be somebody else? So many times.
Why can't you be somebody else? Because you're who you are. See, that's what's wrong with you people on social media. That's how people, these relationship goals, y'all be looking up to these people's relationships that they're posting online. Y'all be looking up to these people that's flashing all this money when y'all don't even know what's going on behind the scenes. At the end of the day, these majority of these people, if not all these people, are posting stuff for the coin. So they're going to put up the rouge to get you to sign on to what they're selling, right? Now, am I saying that Skye is watching somebody who keeps a clean house and they really don't keep a clean house in real life? I'm not saying that. They probably do. But it's her at her very grown age watching people wishing I could keep a clean house. Not saying I wish I could be an A honor roll student. Keeping a clean house, sis, is not hard, especially when you have assistance in the home. You have an adult man living there, you have an adult daughter living there, and you have teenage to middle school to an elementary school child living in your home. All these people are very capable and able to assist you, Skye. Skye, let me tell you something. Skye's whole career on YouTube, I think Brenda asked this, how long has she been here? Skye's been here about 7 years that I know of. Maybe 6, but I think about 7. And when I first started watching Skye, she idolized Strong Mommy Chrissy. She was just, baby, she loved her some Strong Mommy Chrissy because she related to Strong Mommy Chrissy because Strong Mommy Chrissy had a bunch of kids and showed this sheep. Now she's over there on, idolizing Peach and whoever else she's been idolizing on this internet. When Skye needs to be herself, stop idolizing people on the internet, sis. That's your biggest problem. Live your life. Don't live nobody else's. And if you want your life to look like somebody else's life, put in the work.
I've questioned myself. So many times I've tried to fix myself. And every time I've questioned myself, I've also asked myself, should I just stop posting? I mean, come on. You're doing a cleaning video and people are saying they don't see a difference. Should I just stop posting? I look around.
Yes, you're doing a cleaning video. People say they don't see a difference, sis, because like I said, we see the before, but there's never an after. Because you do the cleaning video and then the next video, the house is right back. Like, it's like, what happened, sis?
All the time. And I just be like, maybe they're right. Maybe I shouldn't show this. I took time and tried to clean it up, make it perfect. Try to become somebody everybody wanted me to be, a clean person. But at the end of the day, I'm me. I can't be somebody else.
Exactly, Skye. So stop coming on this internet with these Easter speeches and just be you and monetize that. The people gonna talk either way. But you need to make your money, right? So make your money. Skye biggest problem, she want people to empathize with her and sympathize with her. Girl, you too goddamn grown for that. We for what? What empathizing with you and sympathizing with you does what for the situation? Absolutely nothing. Why do you want people to feel sorry for you? Because that's basically what you're saying. You want people to understand why you can't change or whatever. Sis, you're grown. These are the decisions you make with as your grown self. We cannot pat you on the back. I don't think anybody should ever pat a woman on the back for not trying to do her best. And to me personally, this is my personal opinion, Skye is lazy. Because anytime you don't make your kids be responsible, that's because you're not. Now, if you're a responsible person as far as keeping your house organized and clean, then you would instinctively make the children do it too. Because she does not make those children do it, it's because she doesn't have it in her.
And thinking like that, period, it's a dangerous place to just sit as a mom, because I'm focused more on trying to make my life perfect for other people, and I'm taking away from my family. I'm taking away from time with my family. I'm taking away.
So let me ask you KM's question. Why should the kids be responsible when husband doesn't have to? Sis, maybe you didn't hear me. I said the reason why I say the children, because obviously the kids outweigh the adults. There are 2 adults in the house versus 7 kids. So 7 people outweigh 7 children outweigh the 2 adults. And I clearly said that the husbands, you got a man in your house that should be able to assist you. I said that, KM. Maybe you didn't hear me. She needs to make her children are the ones who are throwing stuff on the floor. I don't think the husband's doing that. And if he is, he's probably doing it in their bedroom. The kids are all over the house and their rooms. So the children, she needs to, because these are the kids she's raising. She's not raising that man. Well, let me say this. She shouldn't be raising him. But at the end of the day, he's an adult already. The kids are not. So let's work on the children, because we're getting them ready for adulthood. I'm not minimizing the husband's responsibility, but there's more kids than it is the adults. So the kids outweigh the adults. So obviously the kids are going to be a bigger part of the house being in a destructive manner.
Being me, being myself. And I'm stressing myself out or just trying so hard to be. And it's tiresome trying to be somebody else. It's a lot of work trying to be somebody else.
And why would you put forth that effort? Why would you put forth the effort of trying to be somebody else? Right, that is a lot of work because that's not you. Just be who you are. Even if it's not that the perfect you, that's understood because nobody's perfect. Skye biggest problem is she spends more time trying to be somebody else than being herself. Just be yourself, sis. And here's the thing. If she's struggling with that, here's a word that our Black community don't like to hear a lot. Sis, go to therapy. You have Medicaid. Go to therapy. Sit down and talk to somebody, not YouTube. Because let's be honest, the internet can't help you, sis. We can suggest some things in the comments. We can do reaction videos. But at the end of the day, if you're not reading every comment and if you're not watching every reaction video, the information will not be helpful. Go to a therapist, sis.
I wasn't born perfect. I wasn't born to be what these people are trying to make me be. But I realized in that time that I took, those couple of days that I took of trying to make my house perfect, trying to fix everything that was wrong, I realized if I continue to do that, I wouldn't show up on YouTube anymore.
So, Treese, what she's saying is, Treese says, I'm still not understanding being someone else is having a clean house. What she's saying is, she's looking at other content creators who obviously have nice homes, clean homes, furnished homes, and she's looking at them like, damn, I wish that was me. Right? That's what I believe that's what she's trying to imply, right? I wish I can do that. And so she's trying to emulate those behaviors of people she's watching on social media, but she can't do it because it's not, in my opinion, it's not in her. It probably, I mean, let me say this. It's in her. She just doesn't know how to reorganize. Skye needs to work on herself. Even having 6 kids, which is hard, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's hard when you're responsible for other people, especially multiple other people, meaning your children. Sometimes it's hard. You can lose yourself in the midst of trying to take care of everybody else. This is why I'm saying that Skye needs to talk to a therapist, because a therapist should be able to assist with trying to help her strategize something that will help her focus on her more. Skye got to heal herself, and it's easier said than done sometimes, you guys, but she has to heal herself. I believe Skye deals with a lot of trauma from maybe her childhood and early adulthood. So Skye needs to start working on herself, and it's going to take time, and she has to own that. I'm a work in progress. Just say that. Say, sis, I'm a work in progress. And what that means is when you're a work in progress, that means progressively you're working to make things different. If you can't keep doing videos, Skye, telling the people how you want them to handle you, and you're still giving them the same person. They can't handle you different if the person is not changing. You understand what I'm saying, Skye? Like she gonna say, yes, I understand TMR. But anyway, let's continue.
I wouldn't. Because why would I come on here to be somebody fake? And then trying to fix the problem is not getting better. I wouldn't show up. And I know I'm not alone in that. I know it's a lot of people that feel like my house is nasty, disgusting.
It is, sis. It's horrible. You know what? For me, Skye, it's all those clothes. For the life of me, I can't understand why you will not get on top of your laundry. I never understood that for Strong Mommy Chrissy. Baby, when I tell you that would drive me insane, that would drive me insane. I raised 4 kids, y'all. I had to keep that ish organized because I had to get people ready for the school week every week, right? So I was the type of mom, when I say go get this, I don't need you coming back saying, where is that? I need you to already know where it is so I can get these clothes ironed. And this was up until the kids could iron themselves. So I can get these clothes ironed and get y'all organized for the school week. Because that helps me, mom, get organized for my work week. But when you work whenever you feel like it and don't really have a routine in your house, this is what happens. This conversation she's having. Don't buy any planners and write stuff down. And I mean, at this point, Skye, I'm sure you got a bunch of planners laying around the house, so don't buy a new one. Just pick up one of them planners you already got and start strategizing, meaning start writing things down of what you want to happen, what you want to change for yourself. Start writing those things down. And every day, look at that book, add on to it, take some things off that you feel like you've accomplished. You got to set goals, sis. And sometimes it works for people to set those goals down on paper, right? Sometimes it helps to actually see what the plan is so you can start strategizing the plan. When you just keep it in your head and talk about it, but never implement any action, it's just that talk. And that's what this video is. It's just talk.
I'm a hoarder. everything. But there are people that watch me that don't even speak, that are going through the same thing I'm going through. Most moms are tired. Most moms feel behind. And most moms feel like they're failing at something. It may not be a dirty house, but it's something. So
That's true, Sky. Some moms are feeling like they're failing at something, right? That's true, sis. There's times when I was raising the kids, I felt that way, right? But once I realized that, Sky, it really depends on your mindset as well, and how eager and how determined you are to change that. We just talked about change, chat, didn't we? We just talked about change and how it takes time to change. We're not saying that Skye needs to go to bed and wake up and be a whole new person. Skye needs to put in the work, and that's the problem. She won't. She'll talk about putting in work, but she won't do it.
there are others that want to pretend like their lives are perfect. I'm not about to pretend. Again, a messy house doesn't mean I don't care. A loud house doesn't mean I don't have control. And a big
Then what does it mean? When your house is nasty and there's no organization, there's no boundaries set in a home, what does that mean then? Sounds like it means you don't have control. Because if you have control, then the house would function differently. Am I missing something here, y'all?
busy life
Oh, hold on, y'all. Let me, Nisha, you made a good point. Nisha said most moms are filming it for monetary gain and then get mad when people make comments about it. That's true too, Nisha. I mean, at this point, since you're making money off of it, either way. So if the people are complaining, okay, girl, at least the people are watching. Okay, get your coin and go on about your business.
doesn't mean I'm irresponsible. It means I'm present. It means I'm raising my kids. And it means life is happening. And I refuse to apologize about that.
I guarantee you, Skye didn't come up with this conversation by herself. She heard another content creator say the same thing. She probably studied what that content creator said and came and did this video. Because when have you guys ever heard her talk like this? When? Never. I've never heard her talk like this. She's obviously watching another content creator that's dealing with the same struggles that Skye claims she's dealing with. And Skye took this conversation and probably damn near verbatim is giving it to us. Once again, not being yourself.
I do. I'm not apologizing for it. Like I've said a lot, this is my life. If you're watching this and you feel embarrassed about your life, about your house, about your situation, I want you to know you're not failing. You're just in the middle of it. I'm going to keep showing my life on YouTube. Messy, busy, real, not because everyone likes it, but because someone else needs to see it. If this video made you
But what are they seeing? Oh, it's somebody nasty just like me. So, are you saying that's helpful to show that you're not alone? Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would be. Well, I guess it doesn't make sense to me because I don't keep a nasty house, so that doesn't make sense to me. I would rather watch somebody who keeps a clean house, who's decorating, who actually has curtain rods and not sheets or curtains nailed to the window. I would rather me, me personally, I would rather watch that. I don't want to watch somebody, and I'm not influenced by someone who is nasty just like me. God help her. Bye, Skye. A mess. You hear me? Just a plain mess. Exactly. She think there's really others who can relate to her. Well, Elizabeth, there are, right? But so we just all gonna, rally together and be like, noisy or nasty like us. Y'all remember Toys R Us? Nasty are us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, let's just all get together and be nasty housekeepers. Like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, that don't make sense to me. Like, these people in the world be so weird. I be like, what, are y'all okay? I said, well, sometimes I be thinking, damn, TMR, are you the weirdo? Because I'm just sitting up here like, I don't want to do it. And I'm not going to do it. Okay. I'm not going to do it. Jay-Z chose Bunny. He's over all the halftime events, unfortunately, and the choice Bad Bunny to and chose Bad Bunny to perform. Okay, naturally. Um, Dirty Women Unite. I know, it's weird. That's the ultimate laziness right there. Not getting curtain rods, but staple in the curtains to the wall. Not even staples, sis. Just go get you some nails, because some people don't got staplers in their house. It's the nailing of the. I mean, curtain rods are cheap. They can be cheap. But obviously, they're cheaper versions of curtain rods, and there are more expensive versions of curtain rods. And we're not asking Skye to go buy, or Skye or anybody for that matter, to go buy a 40, 30, 40, $50 curtain rod. We're not asking that. But I don't know. I just would just yeah, I don't know. I mean, if I got blinds up to the windows, I probably would just X-may on the curtains, because I'm not understanding why they have to be nailed to the wall when you can just go get a $5 curtain rod. I don't matter of fact, maybe there's some curtain rods that are cheaper, but at the minimum $5. Curtains actually do cost a lot depending on the type of curtains that you're getting, but let me say this, they can be expensive, right? Curtains can be expensive depending on the quality of the curtain and things of that nature. But there are stores like Burlington, I mean, hell, Walmart, Target, Ross, um, there's a plethora of stores that sell home furnishings, and you can get pretty decent, nice curtains that are not real expensive. Again, obviously there are more expensive drapes and curtains, but there are some that you can go get for $10 or $20, and you get two panels in there. I never understood that, but okay. All right, y'all. That's enough of her. That's enough of her. So, y'all, Tannae went live yesterday. I just seen that. I didn't even know that. I saw it when I was getting ready to do this live. She went live, y'all. One of the babies, the twin babies, is in the NICU. I'm sorry, in the NICU, and I believe she said the baby has a cleft palate. But y'all know we have been watching Keyontae rant and um, rave about the divorce, right? We've been watching him rant and rave about this divorce, and him telling Shawty just sign the paper. Shawty just signed the paper. Well, Tanay has finally spoke, okay? And so the other day she posted on her Facebook, she said, just told Keyontae, bring me the divorce papers to the same door and address he was just coming to in September and October to eat my like his last supper. Cause the sheriff taking too long to serve me. I'm ready to sign now, ho. Happy Friday. I said, oh, that's interesting. So in this post on Facebook, she is implying that Keyontae had been tiptoeing over there in the tulips September and October of last year, right? So in September and October, we know that Tanay was already pregnant. And I really want to know, do any of y'all believe Tanay? Do y'all feel there's some validity? Because around September, October of last year, you know, Bubbles and Keontae was, you know, in love over there. And if y'all remember, when did Tannae get put out of her mama's house? Was that like August when she got put out? Yeah, because right when it was right around the time school started. So that was like August. And y'all remember Keontae was very helpful, very willing to go pick up all the children, the triplet little girls, his two boys. Y'all remember that? He did videos and he showed us him going to the school, signing the girls out of school because he was taking KJ and he just didn't want to leave them. Y'all remember that? And so now, recently, currently, we're in the month of February now. So that's been a few months. Okay. Tanay has had the twins, and Keontae's not in that place anymore. Tanay went and had the children, the twins, at the hospital, and Keontae didn't say, I'll watch the kids while you go have birth. Right, while you go birth these children. Yeah, he didn't say that. He's not. So me personally, I don't know. Something's just telling me there could be some validity in this. I don't know why. I don't know. I know Tanae's being messy with this. But y'all remember the text message that Keontae showed us when she told him to come drop that dang down over there, right? When you gonna come drop that dang down. And y'all know Keontae just showed us that a couple months ago. And all I'm just thinking was, if I'm not currently sleeping with you and I haven't slept with you in, I'm just going to say, over a year, why would I just randomly one day send you a post telling you to come drop that dick? Think about it. Why would I do that? Baby daddy or not, current husband or not. Why would I send you a text like that? And remember, Keontae showed us that. He showed us that text that Tanay allegedly sent him. Why would I send you a text like that? And I ain't touched your ass in about I would say close to a year. Don't make sense, right? So again, I don't know. At this point, y'all, what I am saying is we don't know what's going on with these people when the camera not rolling. We don't know. Is Tanay a liar? I mean, we all have told a lie. But Bubbles even told us there was one point where her and Keontae first got together. They had an argument. They broke up, and he ran back over there to Tanay. We know this time last year, him and Tanay was over there colluding, and have been separated for several years now. But I don't know. Like I said, it could be some validity in that. I mean, at the end of the day, I ain't mad by saying it. Okay. I personally feel Keontae uses Bubbles for content. And when I say content, I feel like he uses Bubbles for the aesthetics of his channel. Kind of like what he did when he would, go get the triplets and post them all on his videos. Typically, when Keontae would post videos with the triplets in it, he would get a lot of views. And he knows that. Tanay knew that. Tanay said it. The internet knows it. So, him and baby Bubbles and baby Clover, I just feel like is for the aesthetics of the channel, right? Because we have been telling Keontae, like, we understand you upset, sir, but can we talk about something else in the meanwhile while you waiting on signatures for the paperwork? And so he recently put up 2 videos about him hanging out with his son and something about his oldest daughter. Those videos got views, but they don't get the views like they do when he's, cussing out Tanay. Okay. So let's real quick get into Tanay's. She did a live stream. It was about 3 hours. Y'all, obviously we can't watch 3 hours, but I wanted to kind of just peek in and see what's going on. Because I hadn't seen anything. I think this is the first time she's went live in about 4 weeks, or no, it's longer than that. The last time she uploaded a video was about 4 weeks ago. Give me a moment. Let me see if I have that video up already. Yeah, I do. Okay, so let's get into Tanay real quick at the end, the NICU with one of the, I believe one of the twin babies. I don't know if it's both or just one. I believe it's one.
I gotta break him. Uh-oh. Keep him good until Kaden gotta eat again. Kaden eat again at 6. So we got a good little time. As y'all can see, Kaden is back there. He's in his crib. So we got a little time up in here. Yes, only one baby is in the NICU, Kaden. So I'm gonna say it again for the new people that just joined. Kaden is the baby that's in NICU. Um, Kaden was born with a soft cleft palate, not the cleft lip, the cleft palate, which is the one that's inside the mouth. So it's so crazy, y'all, because y'all remember I kept telling y'all there was both breech in the womb, which means Kaden, he's baby A, so he was always the one laying flat. So imagine you laying flat on your stomach when you in bed. That's how he was, which is the one that's in the NICU. He was laying flat. So imagine laying on your bed on your back. That's how he was in the womb. So doing all my ultrasounds, they could never tell that Kaden, which is the one in the NICU, had a cleft palate. So when they were born, they seen it, and due to him, like he dropped, his oxygen levels dropped one time, and it caused him to like not really want to take his full bottles. So usually what they'll do, they'll give the baby, more time to see where they start taking all their bottles, like
Hey,
taking all their
truck.
milk and stuff, and then they'll send them home. But with Kaden, he wasn't taking all his milk due to his cleft palate, which means breathing and being able to suck the nipple and stuff like that all at the same time, right? So his doctor decided to, instead of waiting to 6 to 9 months for his jaw surgery, they went on and did it now. So that's why he's been in the NICU since he's been born. Now, he done already got his surgery a week ago. So now this week is us giving him back his bottle. So now he got his surgery, he can breathe, like everything is good now, up until his cleft palate surgery. So right now, this is the week we focusing on, instead of feeding him through the tube, which is that, y'all see that right there? That's the feeding tube where they've been giving him his milk through there because of the surgery. So now he back on strictly bottles. I just gave him his bottle at 3.
Ooh, she got a lot going on over there with this baby, honey. That's a lot going on. And see, this is why we said what okay. At the time when Tannae, I was going to call her Bubbles. At the time when Bubbles was pregnant, we didn't know Tannae was pregnant when this happened. Tannae was sitting over there wishing death on Bubbles' unborn child that is obviously now born, and her name is Clover. You were over there playing those very silly, childish games, Tannae. And now look what you're dealing with, sis. Not, I mean, the tongue is a powerful thing, sis. That's why you got to kind of be careful about the things that you speak. It's unfortunate that you're dealing with that situation, or the baby is dealing with that situation. Obviously, you being the mother of the child, you're dealing with it too. When you have 5 other kids who are obviously not in the hospital, thank God. That's a lot going on. Poor little thing.
He took his whole bottle. So that's what we want. We want for the rest of this week, he take all his bottles through the mouth, no tube at all, and then he come home. So that's why I've been back and forth in the NICU. Now, Kason, he didn't have no NICU time at all. He was always in the room with me when he was born. He been home with me. The kids, the bigger kids, have not seen Kaden at all. They have not been to the NICU one time because they are in public school
And being that they are in public schools, they are accustomed to, catch any type of, sickness from being in public school around other children. So I have not let them see Caden at all. So they will see him when he get home next week. Thank y'all, but we good, y'all. Thank you, though. We are definitely good. Now, I was the emotional wreck when it was time for him to get his surgery.
Wait, you said the subs are paying for rental car? Oh, that's right. Sis sold her car. She don't have a car. Well, hell, she should be getting her taxes by the end of the month.
But I knew he was strong because he my baby. That's just that. Surgery, girl. Answer my question. What
You said, is her hairline pushed back? Girl, it's probably all them damn lace fronts.
is your question? All you said was surgery, girl. What? Like, what are you talking about? Are you talking about my surgery or are you talking about my baby surgery? I don't know whose surgery you're talking about. Think about it. I need you to burp. I need you to burp chocolate. Yes, I have to get. I get surgery in March. So, as y'all know, okay, I'll show y'all. Oh shoot! I'm trying to keep the thing.
Ooh, what's up with that baby's head?
I want to show y'all. So you really can't see it because I'm sitting down, but I have to get hernia surgery. So when after I birthed the triplets, I grew a hernia, and y'all know after the triplets, I've been pregnant 3 more times. So I finally got a doctor that cared about my health as well, and she referred me to a general surgeon to do my hernia surgery. So I get hernia surgery, and give me something. It's gonna hold this. Okay. Yeah, I get hernia surgery in March to repair my hernia. He's right here. Just thinking about it, they want to say hi. They want to say hi to you. Me too. I have a hernia, but haven't gotten surgery because it wasn't growing. Oh yeah. See, then I was pregnant. Mine's got mine's got bigger after the twins. He do. He look like his daddy. Kaden look like me. The other twin is in the NICU, y'all. He's right here. Y'all see him? He's in there. I'm gonna hold him in a minute, but right now I'm letting him rest because he just got major surgery a week ago. So I don't like to just keep, holding him, um, because he got something like that's kind of like holding his jaws in place to get ready for the cleft palate that's in his mouth. So
Oh my God. Just hearing about this just breaks my heart. This poor little guy. That's, oh my goodness. Oh Lord. I mean, at this point, who is helping this lady? I see y'all saying her subs and she got a friend from a long time ago. Like, this lady needs some help. Like, that's a lot going on. And then you still got other kids at home. Who got Keelan? He's a toddler. What are you, about 2? Who has Keelan? Oh my God, this is too much. Did she get her tubes tied? Because at this point, sis, whoa, sis.
and they haven't took the things out. yet. They still kind of like
Yeah,
long,
he
so I don't
brand
want to
new,
hit him.
Benita.
And nothing cause him more pain than he already in. So he's right there. He eats at 6, so we still on here at 6. I'll let y'all watch me feed him, cause he drink out of this bottle. So if you're a cleft palate mama, how you know exactly what this bottle is for. So right now, they taught me how to feed him out of this bottle. So basically, it's like 3 lines up here. So you got slow, medium, and fast. So right now he's on the fast one, and you'll hold it. Okay, he want his bottle. I can't even. Y'all see, he be getting jelly. He don't like me talking about his other twin. Okay, okay, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. See, he get jelly every time. Like he do smell so good right now. He smell like milk though.
So apparently, the other twin who had the cleft palate surgery will be coming home next week. The twin she's holding is at home. So my question is, this twin goes home with her where the older kids are at, and so when she comes to visit the twin that's in the hospital, she obviously bringing this twin. Does that sound wise to do that? That doesn't sound. Oh my god. Mm.
This is Kason and Caden is in the NICU. Twins and triplets on your family? No, I was the first
She
on
brings the
both
twins and
sides. I
Keelan.
don't have
Okay.
twins on my mom's side. I don't have twins on my dad's side. Well, none I do. I was the first on my dad's side, and then my cousin, he had twin girls, like I think a couple years after the triplets. So I think it came from me, y'all. Now, like I said, the twins daddy do have a twin grandparent. Thank you. Oh, your son named Kason too?
Yeah, I wouldn't think Keelan could come to
Kaisen. Is that how you said
the
it? Oh, you
NICU.
put Kase. Yeah, theirs is Kaiden and Kaisen. They are fraternal, y'all. They do not look alike at all. Kaden look like mommy. Kason look like daddy. Which pregnancy has been the easiest? This one. This has been the easiest pregnancy. Like I said, aside from, the drama that happened with my mama, the trolling with my baby mama. This has been my easiest pregnancy. Literally. How you been getting rest? Yes. That's why I ain't been up here, y'all. I be busy, but I be getting rest too. Like, I've been peaceful for real, for real. Really at peace. Will you have any more children? No, I got a removal. A tubal removal. Are you
So she says she got her tubes tied, you guys. So apparently, Tanay got her tubes tied, and here's the thing. In her current situation, I think that was a wise decision, right? I think that was a wise decision. Today you don't need to add any more to the responsibilities you have, because I don't know how long she will get the help from the social media family. But I would just assume they're not going to do it for 5 or 10 years from now, right? She's definitely going to have to, at some point in her life. I don't know when she's going to decide to do that. Tanae is going to have to mature and get up and go handle her business as a grown woman should do, right? She said removed. Yeah, removed. Okay, so she had them taken out. She didn't have them tied. Okay, well, all right. That was a good decision. She made a wise choice. Because Tanae do not need any more children, especially by a whole nother man that may or may not help.
okay? And your kids okay? Yes, we great. Like this. probably the most peaceful I ever been in my life. The happiest I've been in my life, for real, for real. All jokes aside, like, I know y'all probably like, girl, with all them kids, yes, still with all these children, this the most peaceful I ever been. Daddy will be home to help in a week. But right
She said daddy will be home in a week to help. So we do know that daddy, also known as Chocolate Drop, is in halfway house. So apparently he getting out the clank and he gonna come be a daddy. So he gonna be there full time. He moving in. So that's gonna be about 10 people in the 2-bedroom, huh? Now, this is why Keyontae was outraged the other day. Because apparently Keyontae has found out that this guy has an extensive criminal history. And he does not want that man. And so what we do know is he's gonna be around because one of the children, one of his twins with Tannae is a sickly twin, right? So I'm just going to assume the man is going to be in the home. Now, is he moving in? I don't know, but he's definitely going to be there.
now, I've been enjoying it without him because he ain't nothing but a big kid and a grown man body too. He's so excited, so ready to see them, hold them, help, and everything. But he's a big kid.
So wait, she got pregnant while the ninja was in the halfway house? Wait, hold on. I just thought about that. So do y'all remember me reacting on the video when they went to the arcade? It was like a Dave and Buster's type situation. Do you guys remember that was when he kissed Keelan on the jaw, wherever he kissed Keelan? I can't remember exact place on Keelan's face. Y'all remember that? So he was in the halfway house then. So where y'all get what y'all screw in the car? Or did y'all get a hotel with what he had a pass or something? Oh Lord have mercy.
What was the skin is skinny? Girl, thank you. It really have been for real. Like, this really been my most healthiest pregnancy. What was the big surprise you said before you gave birth?
Not halfway, Daddy.
Oh, I can't tell y'all. It's happening though. By my birthday, it's happening. It's crazy because I just got confirmation in my email about that big surprise I was telling y'all about. But I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much. Y'all know people be watching and stuff like that. But just know, y'all gonna be like, what?
Yeah, pretty much, Miss
What,
Corey.
Mama
That's what
T?
it sounds like.
You said you were carried to term. Good job. Thank you. But yes, I just want to let y'all know, even if you do carry to term, doesn't always mean your baby won't end up in the NICU. That's just real stuff. Like, I carried to 37 weeks in one day. They really wanted me to carry to 38 weeks, but they wanted to come on their own. So they came at 37 weeks one day, but that don't always mean your baby gonna go straight home with you. It don't always mean that. So don't think just because you carry full term.
What y'all think the big surprise is? Y'all think she got approved for Section 8? That's the big surprise? And she's moving into a bigger home for this family she has, this tribe of children. Do y'all think that's what it is? Because I wonder what she said she just got an email confirmation about it. Y'all think it's Section 8 or some type of housing that goes by your income?
Your baby going straight home. Like, some babies just need an extra little help. You just never know.
You think that's what it is,
I
sugar?
miss you so much. I was waiting for you too, girl. I
Hey,
miss
Black
y'all
and Bougie.
too. I'm not all the way back yet because I'm only about 3.5 weeks postpartum. I want to do my full 6 weeks before I come all the way back to social media. I'm missing y'all comments.
Did she just say what I thought she said? Sis said she gonna wait her full 6 weeks until she come back to social media. So she on maternity leave from social media. Not you on maternity leave from social media. Sis on maternity leave from social. Sis said that like she getting short-term disability. Well, apparently she is, because y'all say the subscribers is paying bills and rental cars, and they're not sis taking maternity leave.
Says you, hey Jessica. If I missed a lot of y'all comments, I'm sorry. Just type it again because they coming kind of fast.
I mean, yeah, Black and Bougie. She should realize that. What'd you say? You just screamed, baby. Not you on short-term disability. Oh my God, baby. When I tell you, now we do understand when the people say you need to treat this like a job, but let's be honest, sis, ain't no benefits with social media. Sis said she waiting her full 6 weeks till she come back to social media. Cause she on maternity leave. This is a mess.
Since you carried them to term is the only reason the other twin. Yes, he's only in here because of the cleft palate. Yes. And honestly, he wouldn't be in here because of it if it wasn't if he wasn't dropping oxygen.
That's
So
what they
even
say,
though he dropped
Ariana.
oxygen one time, he brung himself like back up. Like he didn't need, you know how like
Right, Mo,
sometimes
because
people
she
drop
been on it for
oxygen,
years.
they would have to hook you up to a machine where you need oxygen to help you, even be stable. It wasn't nothing serious like that. But the doctor, I love the fact that the doctor, like, I'm not sending you home with him on no machine. Like it's just he just felt like it would be too much for me and he didn't feel like he really needed all that. Like so he was like, I know the surgery may sound scary to you just because I'm a parent that never birthed a child that needs.
Oh, hold on, Tannae. Dumpling said, isn't she on social media now? Yes, sis, but this a live stream. I guess she only counts videos as actually working. So apparently when she comes off her maternity leave, she'll be back to posting videos. Okay. Vitar says she can't treat this like a job because she never worked it like one. That's what I was thinking, but okay.
Needed a major surgery. You feel what I'm saying? Like none of my kids never needed surgery, period. So it was kind of nerve wracking. But he was like, I promise you it's gonna be good. It's not like it's a heart surgery or something we have to open up. You feel me? So he was just like, he gonna be okay. And he was right. He was okay. But I knew he was strong because y'all, literally I gave birth alone. It was just me and them
Exactly,
doctors and
Latrice.
God in that C-section room. I didn't call nobody to come to the hospital with me. My kids were good with their auntie, which is like my friend that been my.
I mean, sis, apparently you couldn't call anybody such as the dad because he's in the halfway house and he has to get permission. So my question is, if they let him out on a pass so he can get you pregnant, because basically that's what happened. He was out on a pass and he got you pregnant. Why wouldn't they let him out on the pass to be there for the birth? Did you not want him there? Because she just said she had C-section. She basically birthed the kids all by herself. She said, wasn't nobody there. So I'm confused. If he could get a pass to get you pregnant, why he couldn't get no pass to come be there while you birth his kids?
My friend since high school. She had my kids while I was in labor, and I went to go get labor alone. Wasn't nobody in the room with me. I just prayed about it. My doctors prayed with me. Like it was like 15 nurses and doctors in there, y'all. Like they kept me calm. They played music for me. They made me feel like really like don't worry about nobody being here.
So Tanay said, this is actually sad, y'all. Tanay said, it sounds like y'all remember Olivia had her baby by her, Kaylani by herself too. It's y'all having the babies by y'all. Like if the men can't be there, if they can't be the moral support through the whole pregnancy. Oh my God. Here's the thing. You thank God that you had caring and compassionate nurses and doctors. She said the nurses, doctors, everybody was in there praying. praying for her, right? But the thing is, Tanay, do you not see how you should never? Well, you apparently she got her tubes removed, so we won't be back here anymore because this would have been the one and last time that I would have birthed a set of twins and had literally nobody in the hospital with me. But here's the thing: the nurses and the doctors, they had to be there. They didn't volunteer to come. That's their job. They had to be there. So, because she said her best friend from high school was watching the cheering. Y'all know she fell out with her mama. Chocolate drop down at the clank at the halfway house clank. And so, why didn't his mother come? Because I believe her mother, or not her mother, his mother, dad's mother, has been coming up to the hospital. But I'm gonna be honest with you, y'all. That was a scary situation. I definitely wouldn't have wanted to do that by myself. Nurses and doctors being there, I mean, they had to be there. That's their job.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got it. And we was good. We laughed about it the whole time. Like, I was good. So that's why I knew my baby, he was going to do good with his surgery, too. Like,
That's true, Black and Blue.
I had a baby at 31 weeks. He had to stay for a whole month, and I stayed right with him, period. I know that's right. But I know you were so emotional. Like, even if your baby don't have a big issue, the NICU is always so emotional. It's so emotional. Because as mothers, we all want our baby home with us. Like, as soon as we give labor, you know, like, we heal up and we be like, listen, I'm ready to go home with my baby. So to have you leave your baby in the NICU is so emotional. Cover with God, right? You're a strong woman. Thank you. Take your time and heal. Thank you, Miss Marva. It's tough. I had to leave. Yep. Yep. And it be so tough because I be having to go through the same thing. Like, while my big kids in school, I be having to come here with Papa and his other twin. And it get real hard. Like, it get real, real hard. But I'm just like, we made it. Like, I got a week left for my baby to come home and all of us home together. So we made it through.
That's true,
How do
Dumplings.
y'all
You
be
do.
sending lights on here? I never knew you can do that. Thank you. I know y'all ready for the content. Like, y'all be like, why you not posting? Why you not posting? I thought they was home, but no, y'all. One of the twins have not been home. No, Papa taking his nap right now, but Papa do help. Like, all my kids help. They all excited. See now, what I'm ready for is when Papa see that it's another baby coming home. See, Papa done got used to casing already, but when he see it's another baby, now I don't know how Papa gonna take that.
So, as you just heard, Keelan is in the NICU with her and baby A, baby B, Kaiser and Kaysen. I think she said their names are. And that's what I asked you guys earlier. Why is Keelan? So is the three oldest or yeah, no, the four oldest kids, are they over there with her friend from high school indefinitely until both the other twin comes home? Because and they're not in the house because Keelan there by himself would make sense because he's not exposed to other children, right? Just the twin baby in her arm and then Keelan. So I'm wondering if the well, no, because I seen a video or short that she put up where the triplet girls was giving the boy a bath and he appeared to be at the house. She said they at school, right? But they get out of school. So I'm saying when they get out of school, she doesn't have daycare. Well, you have when you get daycare assistance from the state, you have to be either going to school full time or working. And I don't think the state of Georgia, because Tanay lives in Atlanta, Georgia, I don't think the state of Georgia actually use YouTube as a job. Yeah, although Tanay is on maternity leave from YouTube, I don't think the state of Georgia constitutes that as an actual job. Yeah, because you're not getting a W-2. No. So I don't. Tannae can't say, well, I do live streams 3 days a week, or I do live streams every day for about 2 to 3 hours. And then I have to edit and upload it. So that's another 2 or 3 hours. So I essentially work about 6 hours out of the day. I don't think, yeah, the state of Georgia for their child care assistance, I don't think they would take that as, yeah, no. So to answer the question, does she have daycare and why doesn't she have daycare? She would need daycare assistance through the state, and she would have to either be in school or working, and she's neither one. Okay. All right, Tannae, we'll talk to you later, sis. Y'all, this was a 3.5 hour live. If you're interested in, seeing it, I will go through it some more to see if she has some additional thoughts on Keyontae and his behavior on his channel. I'll go through it a little more. I'm watching it for the first time with y'all. I didn't get a chance to like preview it because I literally seen it as I was going live. Okay. All right, y'all. So real quick, let's get on over here to Olivia. So Olivia is pregnant, y'all, because she in this video that we're getting ready to take a quick look at. Olivia, her stomach is definitely protruding. Okay. Give me a moment. So she did a live yesterday where she says new apartment tour. And so she definitely is showing. Okay. You can tell. Okay. And so Olivia has moved into the 2 bedroom. And apparently there was a registry she started. I don't know if it was at Walmart, Amazon. I don't know which one, but the people messed the registry up. I didn't see that live stream where she talked about the registry. She mentioned it in the video we're getting ready to watch. So Olivia was able to move into the 2 bedroom, 2 bath 3 days after a previous tenant had moved out in the middle of the night. Okay. And Olivia, y'all remember when she told us she got approved, the woman told her that she have a unit that a former tenant left that could be ready on Friday, right? I think she told us she got approved on like Monday or Tuesday, and they said that they could have it ready by Friday. And so I'm just thinking to myself, and she also said that the leasing agent said that the woman left the place really clean. And so I was thinking, I'm like, okay, well, even with that being said, I'm just going to assume that the maintenance people didn't get that house thoroughly clean in 2 days. Or yeah, 2 days. Because she moved in Friday. Again, I'm just going to assume that. Now, what I can confirm is because at one point I thought maybe Stella and the kids were in Texas and they were just at a hotel or something wherever Olivia was laying her head at. But this video shows that the kids are not there, nor is Stella. I don't know if Olivia's going to travel to go get them or have her mom bring her to it. I believe Olivia said she was going to travel to go get the kids. So let's get into the video I want to talk about. Give me a moment. Make sure you guys get the likes up, hit the like button. Make sure you clock into the break room. We have 570 in the chat. I need, before we end this live stream, 300 likes. Okay. So let's go ahead and get to hitting the like button. If you like these type of reactions, I'm just going to assume 570 people have been sitting here for quite some time. So I'm just going to assume you guys want to be here. So make sure you hit the like button.
I swear, when you bomb, bro, they really be coming out. Where are they coming from? And there's another fucking one. You guys. Oh, okay, now I'm just scaring myself. Look at this shit, bro. What the helly? I've killed like 4 bugs since I've been home. Ew.
I'm just trying to figure out. So is roaches her new content? It's the fact that the apartment she moved out of before she got locked up had roaches. Then now you done moved into another apartment with roaches. Again, she lives in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Unfortunately, a lot of them apartments in Dallas, because they do deal with roaches, because y'all got to think about apartment living. It's transitional living, because people are always coming and going, meaning moving out, moving in, moving out, moving in, moving out, moving in. So I would think in apartments, it would really, especially if it's old apartments, and it's based off her ceiling, the stucco ceiling that we seeing. This more than likely is an older build apartment, right? And when you have those older apartments, the roaches are literally in the walls, literally, they're in the walls. They keep, what do you call that? Reproducing, right? You think she's bringing them too? Now, to your point, okay? To your point, Treese, I believe so too. And the reason why I say this, Olivia had her stuff in storage for damn near 2 months, right? And so roaches and stuff can get in your, storage unit as well too. Because again, bugs live where? Outside. Your storage unit is what? Outside. So that could be a possibility too. She could have packed up roaches moving. That could be a possibility too. So Olivia has literally turned roaches into her new content. See, Skye, this is what we talking about. Just own your ish, sis. Just own it.
Anyway. Let me kill my roaches. Okay, while we talk. This is so disgusting, bro. But I did talk to the neighbor. Hey, y'all. I talked to the neighbor across the hall, and I asked her if she had roaches, and she said no. I said, bitch, so you're telling me this nasty hoe lived with roaches? But that's a good sign. That means the building's not infested.
Sis, if you got roaches, the roaches was there probably when the tenant who just moved out was there, right? If you got roaches, it's highly likely that the one across the hall does too. It's highly likely that the lady who lives across the hall from you more than likely probably has them too. She just don't want to tell your ass. It's Olivia believing the lady.
The bitch that lived here just was nasty. The fuck? Hi, y'all. Hold on, I'm finna
Yeah, pretty stoner. That could be a
fix something real
possibility.
quick. It's okay. I'm finna bomb again tomorrow.
Me personally, bombing does not work. She needs to do that roach bait. Bombing just takes them back in their hiding. And once the smoke clears, and I'm saying that literally and figuratively, once the smoke clears, they don't do nothing but reconvene in the spaces they were already. Like bombing. Now, I'm not saying bombing doesn't kill a few of them. It'll kill a few of them. But essentially what that bombing is doing is just pushing them back to where their hiding spaces are, which a lot of times are the walls.
What's up, y'all?
I don't get it. Lots of people have watched this movie. Oh my god.
I want to look at the files for the last 10 years.
You can watch that photos. I don't know.
No, I want to look at cops.
I believe she does have that ortho home defense.
Baby, I have the foggers. I put 2 off today. These are the ones that I have next. I'm gonna do 2 of these tomorrow. I did 2 of them today. I'm gonna do 2 of them tomorrow. And hopefully that just, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna spray the home defense again. And I'm gonna put some more of those traps or those roach bait things. And I just pray that just takes care of it. But I asked the neighbor, I was like, listen, I moved in. She's like, what happened to the other girl? I said, oh, she moved out in the middle of the night. And she had fucking roaches. She's like, oh my God. She's like, I never dealt with roaches living here. I said, that's nice. Well, I guess that's a good sign though.
The fact that you're seeing the roaches already, sis, and you've been there 2 days, I'm just going to assume if you were able to move in as quick as you were after this tenant moved out, I'm just going to assume she probably wasn't as nasty as you're displaying that she is. I'm just going to assume that if she was that nasty, it would have took them a little longer to get the place cleaned up. Prayerfully, you don't have carpets.
Because if she had roaches and I had roaches, bitch, you're the dirty bitch. I'm just playing. Oh my God. It's so annoying.
Yeah, they're in the wall.
Bitch, I don't know. You think I'm tallying up roaches over here? No, I don't fucking know. 10. I've probably seen 10 of these motherfuckers in here. But I'm seeing them, and I'm being reminded of how it was when I first moved in my last apartment. I would see them. Oh my God. And it just makes me so irritated because it's so it's so gross to me and dirty. You know? Like
Olivia, did you not do a walkthrough of this apartment? Well, no, because apparently you didn't see the apartment. Well, did you do a walkthrough of another apartment? Because if this apartment complex have a problem with having roaches in their units, you probably would have seen the remnants of some roach eggs or some. I just look. We definitely know that sis was living in hotels and it's expensive, so she had to find a place fast. It's Olivia on here telling us she got roaches, so y'all won't clown her like Jasmine has been clowned about her roaches, because she letting you know up front, I got roaches, ho. Yeah, she's moving in with garbage bags.
I don't live like this. I mean, I've had to a couple times, but it's just so gross to me. Towards the bug expense. You trying to be funny? Thank you, but are you trying to be funny? No, it's not an expense, you guys, okay? It's just a problem. The girl who lived here before me was a dirty whore. Literally. She had a stripper pole. How you have a stripper pole and roaches? I'm not unscrewing, I'm not unscrewing no sockets. Y'all tripping. I'm not doing all that. No, what do I look like? Pest control? No. I'm finna bomb this motherfucker and have a good day. I don't know. I'm not doing all that. No. Unscrew the outlets. Y'all crazy as hell. And then what happens when I find the nest? I'm supposed to what? Reach my hand in there and grab them? Fuck that. Oh shit. Anyway, shout out to, I think it was Tracy. Shout out to my beautiful subscriber. Where are you, girl? I'm sorry, we've been having roach talk all week long, I feel like. Shout out to my girl. She bought me my... Look at y'all. Today she bought this for me and it already came to my house. Ain't that crazy? She bought me my 2 lamps. Thank you, baby. So I'm going to set up 1 lamp right now. Thank you so much to my girl.
So here's the thing with this part. Give me just a moment. Olivia did a video the day she said that she got approved. Or was it the next day? Give me a moment. Let me pull that video up. Okay. So Olivia says, give me just a moment, y'all. So Olivia wants the people to buy her things for her new apartment. Again, she says you're not obligated. She wants you to buy her new things from her registry, right? And apparently that registry was sabotaged, and I guess she did another one or something. We just seen her saying one of her subscriber bought her lamps. Okay. So that's how you know that apartment she's living in is more than likely probably older, because it doesn't have the light fixture in the ceiling. You got to have lamps, and you got to use the light switch to turn the lights on and off. But my thing is, in this video she did a few days ago before she actually moved into the apartment, I think she maybe did this one maybe like Wednesday. She was at the Dollar Tree shopping for things for her apartment. She said she wanted her kitchen to be pink, right? She wanted a pink kitchen. So in my mind, I'm thinking, so you go to Dollar Tree to buy things for your house, but the internet has to go to Walmart, Target, Amazon to get you things. My thing is, if you're shopping at Dollar Tree for your apartment, how come the internet can't shop at Dollar Tree with you for your apartment? Why are you shopping at Dollar Tree for your apartment and Five Below for your apartment, but the internet got to go to Walmart, Amazon, and other places to get you things?
Oh my god, that's super cute. But my fat ass does not need to be eating ramen noodles. Oh my god, that is so cute. This is
So let me get back to the video. I just wanted to show y'all that. I was like, girl, you're at Dollar Tree shopping for pink cups for your apartment, but the internet got to go spend the real coin. Okay, girl.
that's super dope. Oh my god, I love you guys so freaking much. And I got some emails. You guys were asking me when I'm gonna send out the link. I have to make the next registry since somebody wanted to ruin my registry. I have to make another one, and I'll send it to the people who want the link. Roaches have been around since the dinosaur ages. That's nice. Well, they finna die today and tomorrow. They're finna die. All of them. I'm not living like that. So it's either them or me. And they gotta go. I'm just saying, though, the girl literally... That's why I shouldn't have moved in so quick, but I had no choice. I know they didn't bomb this place. Like, they didn't come in and fumigate this bitch. They didn't. Because she literally moved out, I think it was Tuesday, and I moved in Friday.
Right. So why did you do that? Of course they didn't bomb the place. Here's the thing. Most apartments aren't bombing them prior to you moving in. They may clean them. Like, and that's if they got like trash and stuff like that. They'll clean that out. They may shellac the tub if it needs it. If the blinds are broke, they'll put up new blinds. Most apartments are, I'm not saying all, most are not doing all that. But Olivia, beggars can't be choosers. And you said you have bad credit. So you couldn't go to, see, that's what happens when you don't have options. Since you didn't have a lot of options, right? Because you said you had 2 broken leases on your credit. So you literally had to go to a place that will let anybody move in, no matter what their credit looks like. So when that happens, since you're not going to be living in the lap of luxury, okay? She had a choice. She didn't want to wait. Exactly. You said how far? She says she about 14, 15 weeks. I'm not really sure. So that's the thing, Teeth. So that's the thing. Like at this point, why are you sitting here talking about the other girl? It's nasty. Okay. You not knowing how the other person was living in that apartment prior to you. You should have said, well, hey, if I wait till you guys get it thoroughly clean, when could I move in? Because if you moved in on Friday, the girl moved out Tuesday, you probably could have waited till Monday to move in and allowed them the additional days. You know, you could have asked them, hey, do you guys bomb the apartments? And let's be honest, they're not bombing the apartment. They're using sprays. They would send the exterminator company over there and using sprays. This is why I say that the roaches more than likely are in the walls of this. The neighbor saying she don't have roaches is basically just telling you she don't have roaches. That don't mean she don't. Because if you got them over there, you best believe them roaches then walked across the hall and slid up under that lady's door.
So they literally cleaned up what they could, and I moved in right after this dirty hoe. And that's what happened in my last apartment. They literally moved right out, and I moved right in. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about it because I'm disgusted. I got my internet working, y'all.
But that's the thing, Olivia. Why are you in positions where you can't wait for the maintenance to clean the apartment? It's you putting a rush on them because you got a situation and you can't wait.
It took a little minute, but at least the internet is working. And yeah.
Right, as if the neighbors are gonna say, "Yeah, girl, I got roaches, whole bunch of them."
It's okay. You will get rid of them. I know. I will kill them. It's just annoying. You know, it's annoying and it is gross. You know, I don't think it's nasty. I think it's very nasty. But what am I supposed to do?
Right. What are you supposed to do? Nothing. So stop complaining. This is what you could afford. This is what the people said.
Like the people who moved in after me at my last place, they're not having to ever deal with that shit. I didn't live like that.
The people that lived in her,
but how dirty, like that girl.
The people who moved into that apartment after Olivia more than likely have to deal with the same roaches Olivia had to deal with when she moved into it. Now, can you get rid of roaches? Yeah, you can get rid of them. But bombing with those bombs that you buy from the store, yeah, that's not how you get rid of them. Like you really need that top treatment stuff and remember Olivia told us when she was in that apartment she just moved out of, remember she said she hired her own exterminator, which I do not believe. She said she hired her own exterminator and they came in and they put some stuff in the walls, which again I do not believe, but that's what she said. Notice she's not mentioning that you said you hired exterminators for the last apartment when you moved in and you seen you had that massive roach problem. But now you over here setting off bombs.
And it pisses me off because she didn't even take she was just dirty, probably dirty for no reason. And then I don't know, whatever. The neighbor also said she had like grown kids. She had like teenagers, so they were probably dirty. All the fucking everybody. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Makes me mad when I think about it.
Not saying that you should be excited about living with roaches, but because Olivia has bad credit with bad rental history, like sis, you were able to get an apartment in just a couple of days you said that people gave you $300 off your March rent, and you were able to move in 2 or 3 days after you were approved, and you sitting up here complaining because you're in the apartment. I guarantee you, had she not got the apartment, she would be back in the car driving, talking about, you guys, I just gotta, it's okay. God's gonna bless me. You guys, you can't keep a bad bee down. It would be all those conversations. But now you in the apartment, you calling this previous tenant nasty when you don't know if the woman was nasty or not. Because again, you don't know if the apartment had roaches already in there, which I'm just going to assume if you're already seeing them mother suckers been there. And I'm not, again, obviously, I don't know who the previous tenant was, but her sit up here calling the woman nasty as if you're saying because the neighbor across the hall told you she don't have any roaches, so you believe her.
Finally caught alive. Next time, take your time when moving. I don't have time. If I have time, I mean that's the ideal thing, to take my time. But if I don't have time, I don't have time. I already missed my visitation this week because I had to move in. Like, if I waited any longer, I would have missed more time with my kids. Oh, they came through the sockets? I mean, they probably are coming through the sockets. They're probably coming through the sockets, the sink. They're probably coming through every fucking where. Who knows? Who knows where they're coming from?
So the roaches must be really bad because you can look on her face like she's annoyed.
It doesn't matter because once you put down the roach bait, the shit that they eat, that kills them off. That kills them wherever their nest is. They're gonna take that shit back and it's gonna kill everything. So I don't know where they're coming from. And honestly, bitch, I don't even want to know where they're coming from. So I'm gonna be mad as hell. I'm gonna be mad finding out where they're coming from. Ooh.
She said she did, Tasha.
1 to the 2 to the 3. Oh, come on, bro.
I don't think she's living in low income because it's a process to live in low income.
Sent this to me. I love you, mama. I love you so much, girl.
Girl, not you loving somebody because they bought you how much is that lamp at Walmart? Hell, I don't know because I ain't bought one of them lamps in forever. How much is that lamp at Walmart? We're about, I don't know. What are they, y'all? About 10, 15? Well, they probably anywhere between 10, $12, 13. They $15, $15. Not you love somebody so much for a $15 lamp. I mean, we watch you at the Thai restaurant eat over $15 in food. You can buy a lamp. So some of y'all saying $12, some of y'all saying 10. So let's just say it's between 10 and 15.
You really looked out for me with these lights.
Pure area, that's true. Seeing 10 roaches means there's 50 more.
Tracy. Is it Tracy? Girl, I love you. Oh. Okay. Now, I know I have some light bulbs somewhere. Where's my light bulbs?
Exactly. Not only Midway did they gave her a concession for March rent, they were like, somebody just moved out last night. You can move in tomorrow. That's definitely a red flag. Because why are you so geeked up to get me in this apartment? Other than you're trying to, get your quota up for the month. But that's typically a red flag. Because look, let me tell y'all something. Good apartments, good, nice, decent, ran apartments, are going to make sure your new place is thoroughly clean before you get in. They're definitely going to do that. They're not going to be like, oh, yeah, she moved out at 12:09. You can move in at 12:39, 30 minutes later.
Inviting for up to 70 days. Airway, always fragrant, always inviting.
That's why Army's Advanced Health has different formulas. So
Okay, I found a light bulb. We're making progress, y'all. We're making progress. Hold on.
Thursday at 6:30 on AMC. You guys don't ask for that description.
Ooh.
At least the last 10 years.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, that's some of that.
Let there be light. Woo! Let there be light, y'all. Ooh. Look, we have light. Yay. I got everything, y'all. I got the whole recipe to kill these bitches. This is just my second day here. They're not going to be gone in a day. That's not realistic.
The baby daddy Yolanda. I think they broke
give it
up.
like, I hate to say it, but we're going to have to give it probably like a week. No, I don't want to say that long. I'm going to say 3 days. 3 days. 3 days, y'all. I want to put my desk together. What if that shit takes like 5 years to do it? What time is it? Oh, it's 11 already? Damn. Pour bleach down my drains. Where's my bleach? I can spray my spray down the drains. Hey, have you watched His and Hers? No, what's that? Just saying everything. Did you get? I did get Waffle House. It was so good. I got the sandwich I told y'all I was about to get, and I got a waffle, my fat ass. I got a waffle too, y'all, and I never liked the waffles, but girl, that waffle was banging. It was so good. It was so delicious. Okay, let me tell you guys. It's a show. It's on Netflix. It's amazing. Oh, okay. 6 episodes. Okay. Period. Maybe I'll watch it. Is it about couples? Because I don't want to watch it about couples. No, I'm just playing. You were sitting there like I miss Liv. She said same. God, my boobs are out of control. I'm sorry. I don't remember my boobs getting this big this fast. I thought boobs they get big during pregnancy. I thought they get big after you have the baby. And my boobs hurt every day. They still hurt. Is that normal too? Why don't I remember this? I should remember this. I just had Kailani 2 years ago. I thought you were trolling when you said you had roaches. Bitch, why would I troll like that? Please don't piss me off. Okay, I'm not trying to be mad right now. Why in the world would I troll like that? That's not even funny. So I'm going through like a detox, okay? I'm like detoxing this nigga out of my life. So I'm sorry. I kind of have
So her talking about her titties being big and what she don't remember, and it just sounds like she's pregnant with her first child. Like, Olivia, you're pregnant with your sixth baby. Like, girl, stop it. How do you not know when your boobs get bigger during pregnancy or after pregnancy? Obviously, they get bigger during pregnancy because that's when your boobs are developing milk. Uh, yeah, they do make clothes to cover up, but we know from watching Olivia being pregnant with the last two pregnancies, sis don't like to do that. Okay. um, you said, woo, they going backwards and backwards in life, not forward. At least have kids with men willing to help or financially successful. I want to know who helped her move this stuff in this apartment. She probably hired movers from U-Haul to help her move this stuff. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: whoever the man is that got her pregnant, if he wasn't in attendance to help her move that stuff out of storage, in the truck, out of the truck, and in that apartment, says I don't want to hear nothing about that man. Right, Ash Cash. She just did. I don't want to hear nothing about that man. I don't want to hear y'all on again, off again. You love him, you don't love him. I don't want to hear nothing about him because if you had to hire people to move your stuff out of storage into that apartment, pregnant with another man's baby, and that man was not in attendance, like if he could at least drove the U-Haul, if you drove that U-Haul off the premises of the storage company, if you was the only person in that U-Haul behind the wheel after the U-Haul helpers helped you load your U-Haul from the storage and unload it to that apartment, I don't want to hear nothing about this man. Nothing. I don't want to hear nothing about him. Because what are we talking about? It's like a whole nother Joey situation all again. She'll make believe about what's going on with this man in the pregnancy all the way through the rest of this pregnancy, like she does with every other pregnancy or has done.
attitude. I'm a little sad, you guys. But I'm only gonna be sad for like a week. After a week, I will get over it. But I'm sad. Mine grew every child I had. Wait. I had now. I wish mine would have stayed small. It's like a murder investigation. I don't want to say too much. Okay, it's a good show. Okay. Mine were like that during my pregnancies. Bigger. Yeah. They're just so humongous. And my boobs are already big, but I just feel like they're like.
Baby, who is over here fantasizing about her titties? Somebody in the chat said they're just so humongous. Oh my God.
Humongous. And whatever. I'm not trying to like show them or anything. It's just they need to breathe. Oh, it's okay. I got this. Yeah, I got this. I know. Trust me, I can have him right here with me if I kiss his ass and act the way he wants me to act. Fuck that. Fuck you. I'm not acting no type of way. You're gonna change your ways. You don't want to? Fine. Fine. I'm not calling him. And the true test is gonna be when he calls me because I know his bitch ass is gonna call me. And when he calls me, I have to stay strong. I can't answer the phone. I can't. I have to completely ignore him. It was so easy before to ignore him. Now it's hard. I don't know why. I miss you and the babies. I can't wait till you have this one. I know. Me too. I can't wait just to not be pregnant anymore.
You're right. Who said that? No man takes her seriously. I just don't understand. Like, girl, you're pregnant. And why every time she gets pregnant, the man she's pregnant by, they fall out? They're not available. But the chat got to keep her company, talk to her, send her money, get stuff off her registry. Why does the chat put in more work than the man that's pregnant? She's pregnant by. Like, why do you keep getting pregnant by people that you are not going to have a relationship with? You know this going into it. If there's no potential, why keep sleeping with men unprotected that you know that you could potentially get pregnant by, and y'all don't have no real chemistry, but other than the bedroom? Why does that keep happening? No, she's not pushing these men away. They're not here for a long time. They're just here for a good time. It's her making the conscious decision to keep sleeping with all these men without any condoms. Like, when do you never use condoms? Why? Especially if this ain't your man. And like, this ain't somebody you've been sleeping with or been with, let me say that, a year or two. These people should be knowing for, like, I don't know, a month or two. You said the men are strangers. Trust said the question is, why make bad decisions after bad decision? There's something psychologically going on. Well, Trust, we know that. We know Olivia is not wrapped too tight. We definitely know that. We know this already. To keep saying something's wrong with her is redundant because we know this, right? What we don't know is why this woman keeps making the conscious decision to sleep with these men unprotected, and she doesn't even have commitment yet. None of these men she's sleeping with is her boyfriend. Hell, Kaylani daddy Joey told us that. He met Olivia in Florida, screwed her, and basically told her, I got to go turn myself in back in New York, and got back with his other baby mama. That's just like that. Joey was just a hook, somebody she met off a website. That wasn't somebody that she had lived with, somebody she had, they've had several outings together. Like, she get pregnant by men and they don't even take her anywhere. You get pregnant by men and they don't even take you anywhere. Ain't nobody took you shopping. Nobody's taking you to the restaurant. You ain't been on several dates. It's her getting pregnant by men and she ain't even been on no date. That's the part that baffles me. Like, how is you getting pregnant by these men and they ain't even took you on no damn date? It's the internet. Here's the thing. It's the internet having to fulfill her registry. So what baby daddy gonna do for the home sweet home gift? Would he gonna come over there and help you Christian the apartment? Because what is baby daddy gonna do? She knows the last name they tell her. She don't know if it's true. She probably don't even, after, like say for instance, Olivia seems like the type when she meet these guys and they get to talking and he tell her their names. She the type, she don't even say, let me see your driver's license or state ID. Let me see your ID. She probably the type, she don't even ask for ID. She just probably just say, oh, what you say your name is? Lululemon. Oh, that's your name? Oh, okay. When you say you were born January 15th, 1971? Oh, okay. Like, she don't even get proof that if that's true. Like, she just strikes me as the type where she goes based off what they say, tell her. That's it. She don't ask for no ID, nothing. Let me see your ID. Especially once you done came over my house and you sitting on my couch trying to get to know me and you sitting in my house. Let me see your ID. Because why wouldn't you show me your ID? They come over and play the damn game. A mess. You hear me? A mess.
Even though it's not hard, it's just, what the hell is this? What is this? A movie? A show? This is creepy. Oh, it's a movie. Why is everything so demonic now? They can't make a scary movie without it being demonic. It didn't used to be like that. Like they had, I mean, I guess maybe it was, but it wasn't so in your face. And can I ask you a question? I'm a great mom. Thank you. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Razzle. What am I putting together? A lamp. Can I ask you guys a question? And I don't want to get deep into the conversation because it's really disgusting and I just don't even like, I don't like the conversation. But why are they telling us everything about Epstein? Why do they keep talking about this shit? Like, why do people care? I don't understand. I don't care. The shit, what? I just don't understand. I feel like they're just trying to desensitize us. Remember we talked about desensitization?
My thing is this, sis. Why not talk about the Epstein thing? Let's be honest. Epstein was a powerful man. Sis, he had a lot of influence. He was in with a lot of powerful people, right? And so why not talk about that? You rather for us to tell you you rather for us to talk about who your baby daddy is? You feel like that's more informative? Why do people want to know? Because there was a lot of controversy and scandal around Epstein and everything involved. That's what it's news, sis.
Why are they telling us this shit? All this nasty shit. We already knew this was happening. Now they want to confirm it. Why are they confirming it? There's a reason. They ain't gonna confirm shit unless they are trying to do something else. They have another agenda or some shit. But it's like, why do we have to hear about them doing shit to children? Like, what is wrong with people? Why do people want to hear that type of shit? It makes me mad. And then all this shit about Beyonce and Jay-Z. Duh! The fuck? We already knew all this. They're creeps. The hell? Like, people are acting shocked. And the crazy thing is, a lot of black people aren't even gonna give a fuck. They're still gonna stream that bitch's music. They're still gonna buy her stupid ass concert tickets. And she is just, ugh. That's why I just, ugh. I'm sorry, it just pisses me off, bro. I'm so sick of hearing about this shit. Epstein this, Epstein that. Ew. Why are we talking about such a disgusting monster? And I feel like it's not even him. I mean, it is him, or it was him. It's all of those motherfuckers. They just blame it on him. But it's all of them. All them fucking people were doing it. They're still doing it to this day. So
Exactly, Olivia. And that's the reason why people are talking about it, because apparently it's still happening to today. Like, this girl is insane. Like, the conversations, like, it's unbelievable how she thinks or how she processes stuff. Does she know her president is in those files too? I don't think she want to talk about that. Okay, I don't think she wants to talk about that. All right. I don't know. Olivia's a mess, y'all. I just want to. Yeah, she is. She definitely is. But I mean, what more do we expect, Latoy? Like, she willingly has unprotected sex with these guys that she doesn't have any type of history, foundation, nothing. They tell her she cute. She think they may be cute, and that's all she need, which is so weird. And then every time she get pregnant, nobody is around. Kaylani daddy wasn't around. Zolo wasn't around. And apparently this new guy is not allowed around, which is just the weirdest. Like Olivia, she's a mess. It's her complaining about the roaches when sis, it sounds like you didn't have many options. You know, I'm not saying that you need to be geeked up to be living with roaches. I'm not saying that, but sis, you literally didn't have many options, because if you had options, you would have probably opted to go somewhere else. Your back was against the wall. You were forced to move there, and and you moving basically 48 hours after somebody moved out. Like, I didn't even know apartments did that. I thought there was a certain time period that they need at least 5 business days to get the apartment ready for the new move in. That person moving out in the middle of the night, was she got evicted or something? And then she said she had a stripper pole. Is the pole still up, or did they take the pole down? How did you know if they had a stripper pole when you went to the apartment on Friday to get the keys? Wouldn't that have been the first time you seen it? So how did you know there was a stripper pole? Is it still there? And child, for God's sakes, please don't start swinging on it when you go live, okay? A mess. All right, y'all, that's my time, honey. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. Enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday, and I am going to see y'all in the next one, honey. Make sure you guys clock out the live on your way out the door. Until tomorrow, we'll see you tomorrow. Remember, sub what you love. Bye.